FIFA World Cup. Let's start with the FIFA World Cup, held every 4 years. The FIFA World Cup is the most prestigious tournament in international football. It brings together the top national teams from around the globe to compete for the sport's ultimate prize. First held in 1930 in Uruguay, the competition has grown significantly, only pausing during the Second World War. From 1930 to 1970, winners received the Jules Rimet Trophy. It was famously stolen in 1966 in England, just before the tournament, and found a week later by a dog named Pickles in a London garden. After Brazil won their third title in 1970, they kept the trophy permanently. However, it was stolen again in 1983 from a bulletproof display at Brazil's football headquarters and never recovered. It's believed to have been melted down. Today's trophy is gold-plated and awarded as a replica. The original is kept at the FIFA World Football Museum in Zurich and only travels for special occasions like the Trophy Tour, World Cup Final Draw, and the opening and final matches. The tournament currently features 32 teams, though that number will increase to 48 from 2026 onward. Teams are split into groups before progressing to knockout rounds. Argentina are the current champions, winning their third title in 2022 after a dramatic final against France. Brazil holds the record with 5 championships. This trophy is football's highest honor, watched by billions and remembered for legendary moments. It is the competition where icons are made and where nations unite behind their team in an unparalleled celebration of sport. Beyond the trophy itself, hosting the World Cup brings major economic and cultural impact, boosting tourism, infrastructure, and international attention for the host country. A futuristic project tied to the event is NEOM's 350-meter-high stadium integrated into the Line in Saudi Arabia. A new era for sports and spectacle. UEFA European Championship, held every 4 years. The Euro is the top competition for national teams in Europe. Organized by UEFA, it features the continent's best teams competing for the Henri Delaunay Trophy. The tournament began in 1960 with only 4 teams and has since expanded to 24, adopting its current format in 2016. The competition begins with a group stage and advances into knockout rounds. Spain are the current champions, having won Euro 2024 in Berlin, becoming the first team to win all 7 matches in a single tournament. They now lead with 4 titles, surpassing Germany's 3. Renowned for its high level of play and tactical depth, the Euro stands just behind the World Cup in global prestige. Each edition brings new rivalries, unforgettable goals, and a showcase of Europe's evolving football identity. It also plays a vital role in shaping the reputations of coaches and players across the continent. Copa America, held roughly every 4 years. Copa America is the oldest continental tournament in football, founded in 1916. It brings together the national teams of South America, organized by CONMEBOL, and occasionally includes invited nations from other regions. The format typically includes 10 South American teams and 2 guests, split into groups followed by knockout stages. Argentina are the reigning champions after winning the 2024 edition in the United States, securing their record 16th title. Historically, Argentina and Uruguay have dominated. When people think of dominant South American teams, Brazil often comes to mind, but Uruguay holds a surprising record. They've won more Copa America titles than Brazil. Uruguay has won 16 titles as of 2021, and Brazil has won 9 titles. Uruguay was also the winner of the very first Copa America in 1916, and they've remained a consistent powerhouse despite their small population, about 3.5 million people today. Even with fewer resources and a smaller talent pool, Uruguay has built a football legacy that rivals giants like Argentina and Brazil. Their fierce, never-give-up playing style often called Garacharoa, has become part of their national identity. The competition is a cornerstone of South American football culture and serves as a showcase for some of the most passionate rivalries in the sport. Copa America is also known for producing legendary performances and breakthrough talents who go on to impact world football. It often features electric atmospheres and is deeply rooted in the pride and identity of the participating nations. AFC Asian Cup, held every 4 years. The AFC Asian Cup is the premier national team competition in Asia, governed by the Asian Football Confederation. It was first contested in 1956 and has evolved from a small round-robin tournament into a 24-team event with a group stage and knockout rounds. The inaugural AFC Asian Cup was held in 1956, and South Korea were crowned the first ever champions, winning the round-robin tournament without losing a match. 1960, Seoul, they hosted the second edition and again went undefeated, without conceding a single goal. In both tournaments, the format was a simple group stage with 4 teams, no knockouts, and South Korea's defensive record was flawless. The latest edition in 2024 saw Qatar successfully defend their title by defeating Jordan 3-1 in the final. Japan remains the most successful nation with 4 titles. The tournament highlights Asia's growing football stature and provides a critical platform for emerging talents across the continent. As the region invests more in grassroots and infrastructure, the Asian Cup has grown in competitiveness, attracting global attention and boosting football development. Media coverage and fan engagement have also increased dramatically in recent editions. Africa Cup of Nations, held every 2 years. The Africa Cup of Nations is the premier competition for African national teams, organized by the Confederation of African Football. Established in 1957, it began with just 4 teams and now includes 24 participants. Teams compete in a group stage followed by knockout rounds. The 2023 edition, hosted in early 2024, was won by Ivory Coast, their 3rd title. Between 2006 and 2010, Egypt made history by becoming the first and only nation to win the Africa Cup of Nations 3 times consecutively. In 2006, hosted in Egypt, 2008 in Ghana, and 2010 in Angola. That run not only showcased their dominance, but also cemented Egypt's place as the most successful team in AFCON history, with a total of 7 titles as of 2024. AFCON is a celebration of African football, blending fierce competition with immense national pride, and often highlighting players who go on to global stardom. The tournament also plays a pivotal role in raising the profile of African leagues and giving international scouts a glimpse of rising stars. The colourful fans, iconic chants, and emotional victories make it a unique fixture in the football calendar. CONCACAF Gold Cup, held every 2 years. The Gold Cup is the top national team tournament in North America, Central America, and the Caribbean, organised by CONCACAF. It replaced the CONCACAF Championship in 1991 and now features 16 teams. The competition includes a group stage and knockout rounds. Mexico won the 2023 edition, securing their 9th title, the most in the tournament's history. The United States follows with 7. The Gold Cup defines regional supremacy and frequently showcases intense rivalries between Mexico, the USA, and emerging nations in the region. Beyond its competitive appeal, the tournament serves as a platform for players seeking to break into top-tier European leagues. It's also a celebration of regional diversity, with vibrant supporter groups adding color and culture to every match. Mexico stands as the most successful nation in Gold Cup history, winning the title 12 times, more than any other country. Their first victory came in 1993, and they hold the record for the most consecutive wins, capturing 3 straight titles from 2009 to 2015. OFC Nations Cup, held every 2 to 4 years. The OFC Nations Cup is the leading national team competition for Oceania, governed by the Oceania Football Confederation. First held in 1973, it has a smaller scale due to the region's limited number of teams. The format includes group stages and knockout rounds. New Zealand won the most recent edition in 2023 and holds the record for most titles. Australia was historically dominant before joining the Asian Confederation in 2006. The competition is key for regional development and offers a direct path toward FIFA World Cup qualification. Despite its lower visibility, the OFC Nations Cup plays a critical role in providing competitive exposure and raising the profile of Oceania's footballing nations. For many Pacific nations, it's a rare but valuable spotlight on their football aspirations. The OFC Nations Cup has served as the qualification pathway for the now discontinued FIFA Confederations Cup, providing Oceania a rare chance to compete on the global stage. Importantly, it also plays a vital role in the region's FIFA World Cup qualification process. FIFA Club World Cup, held annually. The FIFA Club World Cup brings together the champion clubs from each of FIFA's 6 continental confederations, along with the host nation's champion. Established in 2000, it evolved into a 7-team tournament from 2005 onward. A new expanded format featuring 32 teams will launch in 2025. Manchester City won the final 7-team edition in 2023, defeating Fluminense. Real Madrid holds the record with 5 titles. This tournament officially crowns the world's best club team, showcasing elite competition across continents and bridging global football cultures. As the format expands, the Club World Cup is expected to gain prestige and become more competitive, attracting broader audiences and higher stakes. It also strengthens commercial ties between clubs, broadcasters, and international sponsors. Since the FIFA Club World Cup began in 2000, European clubs have dominated the tournament, with teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich winning multiple titles. However, among non-European clubs, only a few have won the competition, and none more than twice. UEFA Champions League, held annually. The UEFA Champions League is Europe's top club competition, featuring elite teams from domestic leagues. Organised by UEFA, it has been in its current format since 1992, evolving from the earlier European Cup that began in 1955. Starting with the 2024-2025 season, the tournament features 36 teams in one big league instead of the traditional group stage. Each team plays 8 matches, 4 home, 4 away, against different opponents. The top 8 teams go straight to the round of 16, while teams ranked 9th to 24th enter 2-legged playoffs to qualify for the round of 16. From there, the usual knockout format continues. Real Madrid leads all clubs with 14 titles. The Champions League is the gold standard for club football, known for its drama, star power, and global reach. It is not only a symbol of continental dominance, but also a lucrative prize with massive economic and sporting impact. Clubs build their legacies here, and its iconic anthem has become a global symbol of football excellence. The UEFA Champions League anthem, titled Champions League, was composed by Tony Britton in 1992. And it's actually adapted from a piece by George Friedrich Handel called Zadok the Priest, 1727. The lyrics are in 3 languages: English, French, and German. Copa Libertadores, held annually. The Copa Libertadores is South America's most prestigious club competition, governed by CONMEBOL. Founded in 1960, it has grown from a knockout-only format into a tournament with qualifying rounds, a 32-team group stage, and knockout rounds. Since 2019, the final is played as a one-off match at a neutral venue. Botafogo of Brazil are the current champions, winning their first title in 2024. Independiente of Argentina holds the record with 7 trophies. Libertadores represents the pinnacle of club football in South America and is a gateway to global recognition. Clubs that win gain access to the Club World Cup and national hero status across Latin America. Its late-night fixtures and passionate atmospheres offer a unique flavor of football to global audiences. In 2018, arch-rivals Boca Juniors and River Plate, both from Argentina, faced off in the Copa Libertadores final for the first time ever. But after violent clashes and an attack on Boca's team bus before the second leg in Buenos Aires, CONMEBOL moved the match to Madrid, Spain. It became the first Libertadores final played outside South America. Ballon d'Or, awarded annually. The Ballon d'Or honors the best football player in the world, based on performances over the calendar year. Established in 1956 by France Football, it is voted on by journalists, coaches, and national team captains. The trophy is a golden ball mounted on a pyrite base, valued at over $800,000. Rodri of Spain and Manchester City won the 2024 award after an outstanding season, including Euro 2024 Player of the Tournament. Lionel Messi holds the record with 8 Ballon d'Or wins. It is considered the highest individual accolade in football, celebrating both consistency and excellence at the highest level. The award's influence often extends beyond the field, impacting sponsorships, legacy, and fan perception worldwide. With growing attention on women's football, the Ballon d'Or Féminin now carries similar prestige and visibility. In 2010, Lionel Messi won the Ballon d'Or, even though he didn't win the World Cup or the Champions League that year. His Barcelona teammates Andrés Iniesta and Xavi, who did win the World Cup, finished second and third. And that wraps up our journey through the world's most prestigious football trophies, each one with its own legacy, stories, and unforgettable moments. From global stages to continental battles, and from national pride to individual brilliance, these honors define the heartbeat of the beautiful game. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more football stories from around the globe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and now watch our next video.